Did you hear that? Wait.
What's this pussy open?
That's iconic.
Hi, besties. It's episode 11. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing week whenever you're listening to this.
I hope it's like...
I hope that just listening to this episode, it goes like...
At least a little.
Just a little.
At least a little.
Just a little. But today's episode, we're really going to have the central theme of confidence. So I kind of planned this episode. If you're someone that just wants to hear how Coley and I think about confidence, if you want some advice on how to become a more confident person, continue watching because it's all
episode for you.
This is the episode for you because this is all things confidence. So let's just start with our icebreaker. Okay, so I'm calling this a confidence check-in, and I also want you guys to answer these questions on your own. So the first question is, what is one thing you've done this week, Coley, that made you feel confident, big or small?
Wait. I had the answer, but wait, let me just sit in it.
Sit in it.
You go first. Hunty will go first on this one.
Okay. I feel like one thing I did this week that made me feel a little bit more confident was... Okay, this kind of like, it was like an action that made me feel more prepared in what we're doing, but making our thumbnails for me,
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of made me more confident in like what we're doing because I see like, it just looks like more effort was put in. And to me, that made me more confident.
Oh, I have two.
Let me hear.
Okay, so the first one was I wore a crop top with low-rise jeans.
You go, girl.
But yeah, it only lasted for a little bit. And then I ate a salad, and I feel like that made me more bloated. And then back to the jacket.
She said, jacket back on.
No, I will literally breathe and then
you started,
bloated.
you breathe and then bloated. No, but you started with getting ready, doing that outfit, and you ate.
Like,
you ate, girl.
Belly button out. Like, I've never done
Belly
that
button.
before.
Right? Oh my God, you haven't.
Yeah, like it's always high-waisted pants.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is, because that one was pretty good. That one was pretty good for
No,
me.
that was good.
But another thing is, dang, I forgot the other one now. I'm so much
Okay, girl. No, literally, I feel like there's a lot of things that we do every single day that like make us more confident, but we're not like focusing on those things. Like half the time we just like focus too much on the bad. But if you guys do have the opportunity to just, she found it.
We went to the gym.
We did.
That made me
We did go to the
confident.
gym.
I felt so good after. And then I felt good during. And I was giggling with Hunty. Like I felt like I could actually do stuff at the gym without being like...
I know, we were literally like on a mission. And I think for me, that's like one big thing is like putting in like the action and putting in the work makes me feel more confident.
Yeah.
As someone that is very type A. So
Yeah.
if you're a type A person, that's something I really recommend. Like if there's something that you can do right now that will kind of help you a little bit more, be more confident, do it. Like rather that be going to the gym, rather that doing like a self-care night. It's like the little things that like add up, you know?
Like that Demi Lovato song. What's wrong with being confident?
Oh my God, one day we should do like karaoke. Like, I mean, it'd be so fun.
We would get terrible. Like I can't sing.
I can't sing either. Then we just start belting, right? Okay, but this next question, it kind of you saying it, but like, what's your go-to song for confidence?
Oh, that's not the go-to song.
Okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
don't get it twisted now.
I mean, I don't know.
Mine is like, low key. I think I like when Pink Panthers. Is it Pink Panthers or I say Pink Panthers? But I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Pink Panthers.
Or like anything Ice Spice or Nicki Minaj, like something rap music. I'm like, they're baddies. They're
literally like something you could just like roll off your tongue and being like, I ate that.
Like gobble my da da da. Like what? How did she come up with that? Thinking about shit that I shouldn't know.
No, like actually, yeah, like those are really good songs. Like go to like making you feel like feeling yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. I always put like, if I want to feel a little bit more confident, I'll put like specifically like a playlist that's like feeling yourself. And I just kind of listen to the songs. I don't think there's like a specific go-to for me, but it's like the go-to vibe is like feeling myself. And then that's like what I associate like confidence with, like in regards to music.
Yeah, so if I had to choose something specifically, probably like Boys a Liar, like the beat, like that. And then Ice Spice in it.
Okay, well, we want to hear from you guys in the comments. Please engage. Let us know what is one thing you've done this week, big or small, that made you feel a little bit more confident. And also, what is your go-to song for confidence if you have one?
Yeah, and then we can make a playlist of it, and then maybe it'll make us feel confident. And
Oh
you'll
my God,
see it in the next episode. We'll start
true.
glowing.
We'll start glowing because, like, I feel like sometimes music, like, they be sending you subliminal messages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah,
you start
no,
saying
actually.
something that, like, makes you, like, more confident, like, keep doing that. Like, you know what I mean?
Right? Even if it's not like the best message, sometimes like sad songs get me
Read between the
confident.
lines. Yeah, like, definitely, like, find your meaning with it because, I mean, like, they could be sending you subliminal messages, but it's, like, how you feel and how you, like, have the intention to listen to it what matters most.
Yeah. Like being Ye's muse.
Thanks. Being what?
Ye's muse.
Oh, like,
I was in the music video, like Uncut Gems and things like that.
uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm talking
Nope.
about? No, it's like the Uncut Gems.
The Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems. Oh, Julia Fox and Kanye.
Oh my God, you're so niche. I don't know what you're talking about. Just what's going on in there? I want to know.
Oh my gosh, no, like if you know what that means, like
Educate me too, because I want to know. I want to be
I'll have
included.
to I'll Update Hunty about what it means.
Okay, yeah,
later.
you'll have to update me because I don't.
It was like a whole thing on TikTok. It was like, do you think you're Ye's muse or something like that? I don't know. And she was like, or I don't even know, but she was like, yeah, Uncut Gems and things like that. I was like, I don't understand.
You're so niche. I wish I was on that side of TikTok.
Oh my gosh, but there was this one word Hunty said. It was like in one of the YouTube vlogs. What was it? Chew?
Chuggy.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
okay, true. And I still don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, if you guys can help me, if you know what chug means, please let me know. I guess I could look it up.
It sounds
but,
like Outer Banks.
yeah, they're like, someone would be like, that's so chug. Like,
Okay, but like, what is chew? Like,
like it's
how
like.
would you say,
okay,
like,
let me say
how
it.
would you describe it? Like, is it a white mom and like with a bob?
Yeah. yeah, that's
Wait,
perfect.
as we kind of like describe
Yeah.
things and say if I'm getting warmer.
Yeah, okay.
So like a soccer mom. She's like a little white gal, suburban in a minivan. Is that chew?
warmer.
Or
feel
like
like she
she
would
has
use that.
chevron print monogram tote.
Warmer. Yes.
Really? It's like that?
yeah, like I could see it. Like just think about like it's very like specific, I guess, but like that vibe, but they have the personality of like they're better. So it's like that's chug. You know? Like
So it's bad to be chuk, or is that a type of confidence?
it's a bad to be chug. I don't know. You guys, I don't know. Am I being interviewed? No, but yeah, I don't know. So one day you'll learn, and one day I'll learn. Okay. So this next little section is. Oh wait. Did you hear that? I forgot where I was.
Is
for
that a
second.
ghost?
Did you guys hear that? I don't know what was that, but it wasn't me. It's like a fart sound. Like,
I actually don't fart.
oh,
So
yeah. Me neither. Okay, but this little section, okay, we kind of talked about it in our last episode, but I asked y'all to answer my poll on Instagram, and a lot of y'all viewed it. Like, a lot of the people that usually give me an answer, all of them left me
Fake.
undelivered. I felt like I was speaking in a crowd and there was no one sitting there.
it was the same energy.
But they all
saying
said
a
they were going to
joke.
come. They all said they were going to come and nobody was there.
It's like the same energy of sharing a joke and everyone looks at you like they acknowledge the joke, but they didn't react.
Yeah. That's how I felt, you guys. And so I had to come up with some advice myself because which is totally okay. But if you see me post on the Instagram asking for advice, just know I need you. I need
Yeah.
you at a time like this, okay?
No, but actually don't, because he judges you.
Huh?
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
So when it comes to giving advice about confidence, I first want to just open the floor, Coley.
Yeah.
What are some like things that you would kind of provide? Like if someone said, how do you be confident? What's like the first couple of things that come to your mind?
Mine is faking it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like living in that Delulu land, because it's scary. Because if you initially, for me, like acting confident, I'm like, oh my god, people are gonna think I actually think that about myself.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna like shut me down right away. Like my worst fear is being confident. Someone's like, you're not the shit. Like literally humble yourself. That's a fear of mine. But just fake it till you make it, because then you realize people eat it up. People
eat it
love
up,
confidence.
yes.
I love seeing people confident.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. So yeah.
It totally is.
Fake
I
it
like
till you
that.
make it.
Yeah, like fake it till you make it. Like that's the whole idea of like delulu. Like when people are like, I'm so delusional, stay in that. Because obviously if it's not like harmful or anything, but like
Yeah.
stay delusional because that is where you'll get places. Because if you start to think like, oh, I'm the shit, eventually you are literally gonna embody that and
Yeah.
literally gonna feel like I'm the shit. Like nobody can walk over me. And that's powerful.
Think about it. Like I've always lived in that other world. Like I'm so fugly, and I literally still think I am because I'm in that mindset. But like I could be beautiful if I just think I am.
She's like, I can be beautiful. You tell her, girl. You speak her
I
through
set
it.
up with like low confidence. Like I
Like cracking the
can
voice.
be beautiful.
It's like in a movie where it like zooms in and looks at the camera. I can be beautiful. No, but true. No, literally what she said though, because a lot of us get stuck in the mindset of just constantly telling ourselves, like living this reality of like, I just don't look good, this blah blah blah, like things are like bad, you know. But that's only like your mindset plays such a big part in like how you view yourself and how you think of things. So like if you're not in a place where like maybe saying I'm confident doesn't feel as natural, be delusional because how would that person think that is like confident? Like get into that headspace, you know, kind of like that mindset shift of being like, I'm the shit and I'm just gonna pretend like I am and eventually I will be, you know?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah. So
yeah, I love that.
you are confident. You embody that. If you're not confident, I'm gonna unfriend you.
She chose war today, you guys.
Yeah, sir. Are you confident?
So we all like
got this
someone
podcast right now.
someone comments on like the episode being like, I'm not that confident. We block them.
Your follower count goes from 39 to 38.
Just
Believe
kidding, you
it
guys.
happen.
Dang, Coley. No, but yeah, so I really think that's like one of the main things you can do. It's just embody it, fake it till you make it. And the next one I was gonna say is celebrate your small wins, no matter how big or small. That's something Coley and I have actually been I've like really been documenting and like telling her about is like all of our smallest things like with social media, like all the like small like milestones, like we're growing. And like although it could be so small, it's such a big thing and it is gaining more confidence where now I feel more comfortable like in a way like talking about our podcast to someone that like if someone like asked me about it, instead I would just be like, oh yeah, it's like something blah blah blah. But like now if they were to like come and ask me about it, I'd be like, yeah, like this is what I do, this is what I talk about, like this is amazing. Because I like feel like it's those small wins that are kind of making me feel more confident because we're going places, we're putting in the effort, and that's something to really be proud of, you know?
Yeah, and it's kind of like a thing, like, personally for me, like, confidence was a mindset. Like, if I went from this to this, instant confidence. If I grew from, like, 4'10" to 5'2", I'd be like, I would be confident if I was that height. Or if I had clear skin, I would be confident. Or if I actually had a hairline. This could go on and on. Anyways.
I'm like, I'm ready to get down. I'm like,
It's just like that thing. It's like, sometimes it's like the little things. Like, you don't just look at the full staircase because that's daunting. Like, you don't look at the whole mountain when you hike because that's daunting. You just look at the little trail ahead of you, like the little steps. Like, step by step, you just focus on that. If you get over that step or that obstacle or that trail, that's a win. And then you will get to where you want to be. Your confident, beautiful, friend of Nicole self.
Exactly. Period. No, I think that is the biggest thing is to not really look at the big picture, like focus, like narrow it down. It's kind of like the idea of just being in the present moment. Just like narrow it down to like what's happening right in front of you and just appreciate what you have, because I think we did touch on this a little bit last episode too, but just the idea of like, we're always living in the life that like we once like low-key prayed for. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that we're like in this present moment, although maybe the full picture is not what I imagined. However, there's a lot of things, like the smallest little details in my life right now are things that like I once was like, I wish I had this. Like, for example, I could just talk about this microphone. Like there was a time where I was like, oh my God, like how amazing it would be to like just have a microphone.
Driving.
Here we are. Driving. Like literally there's a time where I just did not see myself getting there, and then boom. It's like just those small wins, rather it be like in your work life, rather it be personal life, anything. Count them up. And sometimes I think if you're in a really like insecure type of place, like really start thinking about like, okay, like what are 5 things I did today that like kind of made me a little bit more confident, or like big small wins, or like what were the small changes today that like I can count as a win. Like those, if you just constantly reaffirm that you are like, there's things to be proud of like in your life, like I think it helps a lot.
Yeah. One of the practice I used to journal a lot in middle school, in high school, but one of my favorite things I journaled about was like a month spread, and each day of the month I just wrote one good thing that happened that day. And there was a lot of times where I'm like, wait, there's multiple things I could choose from this day. But then if you look back, you have like this whole full of like
My God.
wonderful laugh month of like just
Like
amazingness.
all the amazing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. Chloe and I have like our own journal, so I'm actually gonna do that.
You can't share that. Just kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
no, like, wait.
I'm kidding.
I'm like, we have our own line. Nah. No, but that is something I do really want to. That's a really good.
I like
idea.
that one.
I
It's
really
nice.
like that idea because I think that's something small. You don't have to put too much effort in, but it will have a big result towards the end of the month.
Yeah, like when you reflect, because like you were just doing every like little thing that day. Like you're just logging it each day. Just something small to think about, like, oh, okay, what did I like about today? And then once you step back, like the next month, you could look back and be like, oh my God, that whole month was such a good month. There were so many things I did.
Yeah, because it's like really focusing not always on the big picture, but those little things, you know?
Yeah. And it's not always about how big of an accomplishment it is. Like it could be, oh, I woke up 5 minutes early. I didn't hit snooze. That's a win.
That
That's
is
a win.
such a
Like
win.
I am capable of waking up early. I know I can do this. Like I can get the ball rolling. And I'm confident
Yeah.
about that.
Exactly. And I think that kind of leads into my next kind of tip is just really, it's really those affirmations that will play a big part. It's like how you talk to yourself is ultimately how you're really going to become like the most confident version of yourself. Because if you don't talk to yourself with like respect and with love, how like your thoughts aren't always going to be, I mean, you're not always going to respond to yourself that way, like with thoughts or like being very respectful and like mindful about like what you're saying. Because sometimes we do have to just like self-loathe and things like that. But on a day-to-day basis, really start being more intentional with what words you're using to talk to yourself and those around you. Because it kind of brings me to the idea of the book, The Four Agreements, how they say to really be impeccable with your word and how your words kind of cast spells in a way, just because we put a lot of intention with what we're saying. So if we are constantly like having the intent of like, oh, I'm so ugly, like, and you start, obviously you're going to believe it because you put this intention of that's how you really feel. But what if we switch that to be more mindful about like, you know what? I know I'm not ugly, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm beautiful. And just being very like, have the intent to truly believe that and just saying that to yourself every day. Eventually it will become your reality. But just be more intentional with what words you kind of tell yourself, you know?
Yes. That was so good. I like that one.
Okay, period.
It was like, I could be beautiful.
You know, it's like this.
It's because the intention is there. You don't want to live in that negative mindset. You know,
Exactly.
just be like, okay, well, I'm going to switch the thinking and I'm going to give it that same energy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think also what I'm like thinking about at the top of my head is like when it comes to a confident person, they're able to just kind of get in the like idea and like headspace that
Show must go on.
show must go on.
Should we just like flip it to like the little...
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry guys, so our camera just died, so we're so sorry about that, but we are on a roll right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get back to what I was saying. Just the idea of like a confident person, they don't take themselves seriously. Like to an extent, of course. I mean, obviously they have like these thoughts and everything, but like they are okay with just being themselves. Like I'm thinking of like Euphoria when Maddie was just like talking to, what's her name?
Lexi.
She was talking to Lexi, like asked her the question of like, how are you like so confident or like something along those lines. And then it's like the idea of just like, girl, I don't, but like I just am gonna become it. Like just don't take it that seriously. Just do it. Like the fake it till you make it ties hand in hand in that. But like
And Maddie is a dominant person. Like she takes initiative. She does things because she wants to, not because she has to feel like she has to. You know,
Right.
like versus Lexi, like she kind of like was like people pleasing around her, or she was kind of just like more of a listener. You know,
more
like,
reserved.
I feel like people who have a lot of confidence, they're able to like live more freely and make decisions and take initiative. Versus people with like low confidence, they kind of follow people just because like they're unaware like if they're doing the right thing or they're making the right decision, but like they don't know if they're gonna like following other people's and their decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, period. Okay, so final thoughts. If you were to give advice to our listeners, what is one thing you would just tell them about confidence, like advice? One little sentence.
Yeah, I think anyone can be confident, and just kind of like what you're saying, it's all intentional. So you could intentionally think you're one thing, but you could also intentionally give yourself confidence.
Yes. I think my little final takeaway is, if you want to be confident, then just be it, embody it, whatever that means to you. Like, just learn to express yourself freely. And there's only you. There's like one you. So like, be confident in this version of you, because there's never going to be anyone like you. So just live in your authentic self and just be you.
Oh, I'm gonna change mine.
Okay, yeah, let me hear
I'm
it.
gonna change mine actually.
Okay, wait, don't change it. Just add on to it.
No, I'm gonna just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
So there is no criteria to confidence. Like a lot of, like I just mentioned earlier, I was just like, I felt like I had to be at a certain point to be confident, but no, like anyone can be. There's no reason. Like, it's all about growth and about what you do and how you think and the energies you put into it.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. And that's our advice on that, you guys. And now I think it's time for a little cigarette break. So, in this little cigarette break, I just want to talk about how I don't think confidence always needs to be loud.
I love that. I love that.
Right? Because there's a difference between like quiet confidence and loud confidence. But I think many people associate confident with being like loud and in your face, when I don't think that's always what confidence is.
Yeah. I always like, when I think of someone confident but not loud with it, I think of like those hot introverted book boyfriends. But I'm just like, it's like humble.
Yeah.
Like quiet confidence is basically being humble.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And I think quiet confidence is something that's like, not like desirable, I would say, but I think they're in this part of their like healing journey where they realize like it's their life, so like I'm just gonna be me type of thing, you know? Whereas like some people that are like quote unquote the loud confidence, again, not a bad thing, they're very much more like, everyone needs to know how confident I am. Does that make sense?
It kind of gives me the energy like I am in my own dome, and like I know my truth. I know about myself. Like, exactly. I'm settled and sat with myself. Like, I'm just here to live life. And like, nothing is going to negatively affect me unless I let it.
Exactly.
So it's like kind of that thing like, okay, well, I won't bother you. Like, that's aura. Look at that aura.
Literally,
like, plus infinity aura.
That like, when you are just more kind of like, again, just that quiet confidence, I think it just, low-key, you're hotter. I said mysterious. It. You're like mysterious, and you're sure of yourself. And I think that's something that's like very desirable. I want someone that's like sure of themselves. Not sure of themselves, but like, yeah, like they just give off that vibe of being like, yeah, period.
If I had a boyfriend, I hope it's like my favorite is like the relationships where it's like golden retriever, black cat energy.
What would you be?
I'd probably, as much as I want to be the black cat, I think I'm the golden retriever.
Yeah. I think that too. But I do think, oh my gosh, I'm excited for when you get in a relationship, because I feel like your partner will definitely be the person that's like, maybe like more, I don't know, like I could see it going either way though, because I feel like, what if you do have someone that is very golden retriever that like you feel comfortable enough to be the black cat?
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Like, suddenly I'm blushing about this story.
I just have to know what I'm on. Do I want to be the black cat or golden retriever? Because other than that means like basically everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is up for grabs.
I love how you're like,
even Hunter.
Like one or the... Wait, what?
Whoa.
Let's just turn these mics off. The episode goes silent for a bit. Okay, but yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah. How can you be quietly confident? What are some ways?
Okay, actually, good question. I think being quietly confident is, sometimes you don't always have to put in your 2 cents to a conversation. So for example, say someone says something wrong. This is just like a little activity for you to like practice. Someone says something completely wrong and it rubs you the wrong way. And usually I feel like a confident person would like, it depends on the situation, depends on like what obviously you're talking about, but say it's something small. Okay. A confident person would be like, no, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. right? Like a loud confidence, like not necessarily a bad thing, but they're confident enough to like be like, clock you on it. But then sometimes a quiet confident would be like, I know I'm wrong, but I don't have to prove myself to you. You know? Like it just kind of like kept to themselves, like, okay, bitch, go off. Right? Is that good or bad?
That one is good. That was good. You know what? I've done that. But then, like, the thing is, it was rubbing me the wrong way for days. Like, someone said something, and I was like, huh? But I knew, like, I couldn't be defensive because it would be too obvious. So then I had to let it sit for a couple days until until I could actually, like, bring it back up and continue the conversation.
Yeah, no. Like I said, like, it's definitely like like it totally depends on the circumstance. I'm talking about like something like someone said about like, I don't know, a science fact or something. Something small and minimal.
Something political.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but just, yeah, so that's something I feel like you can like practice when it comes to quiet confidence is like, or like another thing, this kind of can depend on your lifestyle, but like if you're someone that wants to be a little bit more quiet and reserved, is like maybe on social media you're not posting like as much, you're like totally like in tune with your life that you just don't feel like you have to post anything. But it's like, you know what I mean by that?
The quiet, like the private but not secret people.
Yes.
Those are mad respect.
Mad respect.
I turned into them. I had, but not by, like, it was hard. I had to deactivate my Instagram to be that person. Otherwise, I'd be like, validation overload. Like, but give me all that.
Yeah, well, because I mean, social media is so addicting in all the ways, right? But I think, yeah, that isn't a good way that you can kind of like step back and be more quiet and reserved of that confidence of just maybe not being on social media 24/7 and just like living in your truth.
Yeah. Also another way is, what was it? Kind of doing different, like, acts of self-love. It's like doing things for yourself. You're like, yeah, I know what I need, and I know this is going to help me feel good and look good. And, like, feel good, look good. It's just like, you don't have to always broadcast everything that you're doing for yourself.
Exactly.
Or, like, make sure people come along to see you do it. Just do it because you want to. Like, make your own choices.
Make your own choices. Step into what it means to be you. You know? Period. So that's our thoughts on that. But now, you guys, we're going to dive deep into shallow waters. And this is all about confidence again, as you know.
No diving.
No.
Sorry, I like
walk boldly.
I feel compelled to say that. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, for you guys, you heard her. No diving, okay? So I just have a couple of questions I'm just going to ask you, Coley, and we're just going to like kind of start from there. But what do you think the difference is between real confidence and fake confidence?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I think fake confidence is doing things, like kind of manipulating the situation, like doing things and looking around to make sure people saw, or like gauging people's reactions so you could do it differently the next time. Like, I'm being confident for other people's reactions. Like, I'm confident. Like, for example, I'm confident Hunty's gonna like my outfits I wore for him.
Right.
And that's what I did today.
And she did not disappoint.
No, but then like, or versus like, oh, I just really like this outfit. I want to wear it. I know I'm going to look good in it.
Yeah.
What Hunty thinks be damned.
That is actually a really good example, because I think a lot of that is really much what I associate, at least, with fake confidence, is like someone that's doing it kind of for that external validation rather than internal validation, which I feel like confidence is something that does come from within, like true confidence. And then like stepping into true confidence is really just owning who you are and doing it for you. And people maybe they can say all that they want, but at the end of the day, you know that this is what you like and this is who you are. So like, why am I going to be something to someone that doesn't really care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something that I kind of differentiate real confidence and fake confidence with, is just doing it for yourself or doing it for others.
Oh my gosh. One thing I do to like combat that is I do something out of my comfort zone that I wanted to do. Because I'm just like, okay, but like if they, like, I just want to do it because I want to do it, not because they want me to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care what people think. I'll just do it.
Exactly. Like, I'm just going to do this for me because I know this will, like, this is what I want. you know?
Or merge fake confidence. When people merge lanes on the freeway, I saw this TikTok once. I have to sit up for this. It's like, this comment section was like all the same. They were just like, oh yeah, when I merge, I just literally close my eyes and step on it. Or like, some people are just like, I just pray. Like, I don't know what to look for.
Girl, this isn't fake confidence. This is just dangerous. This is retaking driver tests.
Yeah, but like the whole comment section was agreeing, and I'm like, yo, what?
What? Y'all crazy. They all have Teslas. That's why. It like probably stops the car and like they start flying and they go back into the lane. Have you seen the test from the van?
No.
It looks like a spaceship. It looks like it shouldn't be real.
Have you seen the Cybertrucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy too.
I know.
It's so weird. Like, what? Like, what's the point?
I'm all like, get back to the times. You're too far ahead. I'm just kidding.
Give me that Ford F-150.
Give me that Nissan.
Let's stay humble.
Stay humble, you guys. Okay, but this leads me into the next little question I have is when you start to feel insecure, how do you overcome it?
Oh my gosh. Literally, I still am insecure. Until you go first.
Okay. Okay. So for me, when I start to feel insecure, how I overcome it is kind of like the advice that we were giving earlier. It's just a mindset shift for me. Like I can be down bad and then suddenly like I just reframe my thoughts and then I just kind of wait until it like resonates. Like sometimes it'll take me a second to kind of get from like point A to point B, but there's going to be a point where it's like a thought and I just like it changes my whole perspective on like the day or how I feel about myself. So just really start reflecting on where you're at right now, become aware of it, obviously, but then think about where you want to go. Like, what does it mean? Like, where do your future goals align? Kind of like when people go after a goal, they have like their why statement. That's kind of like how I go and like reframe my insecurity is I remember why I'm doing something or like whatever it is. And I'm like, okay, well, how does my future self or like my most desirable self like think, like my higher self, like how do they step into this world and would they think like this? And if the answer is no, then maybe how would they think? Can I like think that way? And then I just kind of like baby steps to get there and then eventually I'll be like, oh yeah, that's who I am. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like
it's
that.
Like small steps and obviously it's easier said than done, but like it's possible. That's the most important thing. Like it's possible to reframe your mindset.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that too.
Yeah.
For me, like this is my current coping mechanism with like dealing with insecurity and everything. So sometimes it's effective, sometimes it's not. But it's kind of just going back to the root of what can you control and what can't you control. And my mindset, I don't know if this is healthy or not, but my mindset is like, if you can't control it, own it and make it work.
No,
For me, like I'm so insecure about my height, but like, babe, what can I do? Knee lengthening surgery? No, thank you.
Exactly.
Like, I'd rather just be able to run 5 miles without... Actually, no, I still can't run 5 miles. I'd rather be able to, like...
Just
have full flexibility and everything, but be my height. Because, like, the thing is, like, why am I insecure about my height? Because someone told me I should be? Or because I just feel like I don't fit in or feel different?
Right.
And if that's the case, like, girl, own it.
Own it.
But if it's something I can't change... Do little things day by day that help you get to where you want to be. And that confidence, you're slowly like getting out of insecurity and you're slowly building confidence with it.
Exactly.
You're growing it. You're growing confidence. If you can't make it or you can't like fake it, just grow it.
Just grow it and own it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, period. I love that. Just own it, you guys. Like truly. Okay, and then this last question I have, this is kind of like a little short and simple one, but how has confidence changed from your younger self to now?
Oh my gosh. Oh, when Auntie asked this, and originally I was like, I have it now. I'm joking. I would say it's like different because like as a kid, I wouldn't say I was super introverted and shy, but I wasn't super extroverted and loud. So like I was really shy and like it wasn't... I think it was just my own things, like putting myself under a microscope and thinking I had to be good.
Yeah.
Versus now it's just like, oh, well, I got no one to impress but myself. I think it's all about like viewing why. Kind of like what you said, like, okay, well, my younger self, it was just to please my parents.
Right.
Now it's like, okay, well, no, I'm taking the initiative. I'm pleasing myself.
Like you're just totally switching your perspective and your why to do things. Yeah.
Like fake to real. Fake to real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fake confidence growing up, and then now it's like real confidence, which I love. It feels genuine and it actually feels amazing.
Yeah, it feels more intentional. Yeah, I think from my confidence from when I was younger to now, so automatically I just like picture like high school, and I think I was really good at fake confidence. And now I've established more of like what I consider real confidence, you know? And so I think it was just that transition. I mean, when I was really, really young, I was definitely just like not confident at all. I struggled with social anxiety, like just not there. But then it kind of established more into like thinking my confidence had to be fake confidence. And so I was really doing things like, I think maybe that stems from being in like dance and like always putting on this persona because that's what's required to kind of make it. And then I just kind of like outgrew that. And now kind of like stepping into my adulthood, I feel more comfortable with being more confident in whatever state I'm in, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
Period.
I like that.
But yeah, so I guess final thoughts of confidence. What is some takeaways you would provide?
My takeaways are fake it till you make it. Fake confidence is fine because it'll slowly turn into the real thing. It's way better than reverting and going back to like talking down on yourself. So there's nothing wrong with that. But just know like there are no qualifications, there are no standards to have confidence. It's all about listening to yourself, listening to what you know you deserve, and going through with that. Chasing what makes you happy and not caring about what people think.
Yeah, very, very well said. I think my final takeaways is number one, kind of what Coley was saying, just own it. I think that's my favorite thing. Just literally own who you are. Don't try to be anyone else. It's going to be a journey, of course, and you're also going to have a lot of different versions of what you think confidence means to you. Like it's always going to change. So be allowing to accept that and just kind of go for the ride, go for the journey, celebrate those small wins, and just really take care of yourself, because this is your life. This is you. I don't know. You just got to be a little bit more gentle, because that ultimately will make you a happier version of yourself, and you're going to feel more inspired to grow.
Yeah. And it is like, it's going to hurt her, but it'll go away.
That's right.
But, so my rule of thumb is literally the golden rule of treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And if you are a people pleaser, you'd probably be like, oh, well, how do other people want me to treat them? No, like literally treat yourself how you want others to treat you.
Yeah.
Be the love you know you deserve.
Exactly. Because you are worthy. Like you totally are. And if you're in a headspace where you don't think you are, just you will. You are. You are. Point blank period. You are.
Yeah. So if you're ever in doubt, just be like, if this was my best friend, how would I give her advice? Like, how would I show her that she is the love she does deserve?
Exactly. But yeah, you guys,
that was really good.
That's what we think. And as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I literally can't believe we're on episode 11. That's like actually crazy. And also I want to apologize. Sorry if you're listening to this. Obviously the end of the video, there was no video there, but that's because our camera died, but we were on a roll. So we could not wait.
Yeah, we were like, no more uncut gems.
No. And don't forget to follow the socials at Anxiety After Hours Pod. Link down below. And if you're still listening to this and you're watching on YouTube, comment the star emoji so that we know you watched this far. But as always,
I like that.
You know what? Is that good?
Yeah, that was really good.
I'm going to start leaving some emojis, so make sure you watch to the end.
Comment faux show.
Faux show. And the star emoji.
Yeah, faux show with the star and the alien.
And the alien. Oh, good one. I like that one.
Now it's like a secret code.
Now it's a secret code. So now if you really watch this one. Okay,
but we actually got this far.
We just keep going on. Okay, guys, we love you though, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.